Hey everybody, it is Maya Kanat and welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to share a message for Twin Flames, but also a message for really everyone at this time. And that is the message about the approach that we should all be taking here as we finish up 2016. So the approach for about the next 4 weeks or so. And the reason why I am sharing this is because there's been similar messages that are coming through for a lot of people in my readings recently. And so I know that there's general messages for just light workers in general and for the sort of twin flame community as a whole that I wanted to share. And also just because I know a lot of people right now are going through a lot of confusion, where one day people are just feeling so joyful and so excited, and then a lot of people have been going through a lot of down periods recently as well, where fears are coming up and people are starting to lose hope. I had so many people ask me, Maya, should I be giving up right now? And my answer to that question is absolutely not. Now is not a time actually for making extreme decisions. A lot of people are getting really weary, and I can totally understand why that is, because 2016 has been such an intense time of healing, and for a lot of people there's been kind of a lot of delays and setbacks and things like that. But now is not a time for taking dramatic action. As many people probably know, we are moving into a Mercury retrograde period right now. I think we're already in the shadow period for Mercury retrograde. So now is a good time for sort of stepping back and looking at our life as an observer, really looking around us and definitely acknowledge what you're seeing and acknowledge, any unhealed fears or unhealed beliefs or anything like that needs to be looked at. But this to me is not a dramatic time for making changes in the 3D material world. And I think that if we go about trying to push forward and trying to make dramatic changes in our material lives right now, a lot of that is going to be just reversed anyway, as we go into 2017, because I have been telling some of my clients in Skype calls recently, when I was a little girl, people used to ask me, oh, hey, do you like being 5 years old, or do you like being 1 year old, or do you like being 10 years old, or whatever? And I always said, oh yeah, I like it, but I'm really looking forward to when I am 27, and that's my age for 2017. And so I have had a very good feeling about the year ahead, about the year of 2017, since basically the day that I was born. And I know that going into 2017 represents a portal. The earth really has changed. In my shamanism class this week, it came up that the vibration of the earth actually has changed scientifically, actually has risen substantially. And so things are going to be shifting. To me, 2017 feels like, for light workers, it really feels like a time for boots on the ground, for everybody that's been learning their craft, that's been learning how to do energy healing, or has been learning how to be a reader, or who has been learning how to be a coach. Good thing, because in 2017, I feel like so many people are going to be waking up and are going to be needing those services. So that's the real sort of go time. To me, the past couple of years have felt more like practice, more like mastering. We're trying to master, the actual craft. And 2017 feels like go time. So as we are in these final weeks of 2016, and, as it corresponds, at least here in the US, with the winter solstice and the shortening of the days and things like that, this is a time for us to, more than ever before, to trust, to have faith, to turn things over to the universe and say, I know you've got my back. I don't know what's coming, but I know that it's going to be great. And to choose not to align with being a victim of our circumstance. And I know that a lot of people are feeling victimized recently by their circumstances, but I would really caution people from aligning with the victim energy, because that's not the energy that you want to move through this 2016 to 2017 portal with. You know, that's not, you don't want to manifest more of that in the year ahead. So I think that the approach that we should take now is sort of, if I was going to put it into a couple of words, I would just say kind of hang tight and lay low for the next 4 weeks. This is a good time to take a lot of care of your physical body, to get a lot of extra rest. I think when we're really in tune with our physical bodies around this time of year, you kind of have the desire to sort of like hibernate and to just slow down. And this is a time, winter to me, and going into winter is a time more of the divine feminine. That transition into spring is the masculine, let's go, let's get things started. But this is a time to listen. This can be a good time for prayers and for affirmations and for, you know, connecting with spirit in a higher and better way. And I would encourage people to not lose faith at this time about their lives. I do think some people have, in the recent portal, like the 11/11 portal, they actually aligned with higher timelines and things like that. And some people feel, I think a lot of people feel the new coming in, but it hasn't arrived yet, and people are especially more impatient. People are starting to get frustrated and stuff like that. I feel, I don't usually make videos like this. I don't usually make predictions about the future, but in this case, I feel so strongly that positive changes are coming that I wanted to make this and tell people to not give up right now and to have faith and to stay in your heart. If anything, stay in your heart. And if it seems like things are going wrong in your life or that you're being victimized, it's more likely than not Spirit's protection. It's more likely than not that you transition into a higher timeline and the old timeline stuff is just on its way out and the new stuff is coming in. Also, I have been pulling a certain card for like every single legitimate twin flame set almost for like a month now, and that's this one right here, which is from the Angel Answers. A year from now. Look at those beautiful twin flames, guys. Here's what I think. I think that for a lot of people, their unions may look very difficult right now, or at least, you know, there's some more potent challenges. I feel that a year from now, a lot of people are going to be looking back at this time that we're in right now with just amazement and thinking, I can't believe my life ever was that, because people are going to find themselves in their unions a year from now on their mission, etc. But the way to get there is not pushing for what we think that we are supposed to be doing. The way to get there is to align your frequency with a total trust and faith and knowing that your highest path is coming in effortlessly to you and then receiving that path. So yeah, what I would say in closing is, in the last 4 weeks of 2016, don't freak out. Like, if somebody tries to pick a fight with you or if drama happens or things like that, take the high road. Just choose peace. If you can choose bliss and you're feeling really high vibe and great, then choose that. But if nothing else, choose peace, choose calm, choose serenity, and choose to be in the vibration of faith and trust. Because there's honestly no reason not to. And I feel like we've really been through the fire in 2015, 2016, even 2014 and 2013. There's been a lot of like purging, there's been a lot of intensity, and just hold on a little while longer because we are pulling into the station, and the work of light workers is really about to begin. So take this time for rest and rejuvenation and be ready to get going, you know, with your boots on the ground and to serve your purpose here once we begin 2017. So yeah, that's my message for everyone going into the weekend. I hope you all have just a beautiful and restful weekend, and I'm sending you all my love and support. So thank you for watching, and namaste. If anybody is looking for a reading around the beginning of 2017, I am actually booking right now for like January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, like the very beginning part of 2017. So if you want to start out your year with Maya's Bright Star Creations reading, please contact me now. Thank you guys, and bye-bye.